Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm planning to finish planking this little model. So not much left, just a few pieces of wood in the bow to shape them and glue, and we need to finish this little gap to close it with something. So with a piece of wood which is actually leftovers from these sheets of planking. And because not so much to do here now, we probably can start working on the cloth for the sails, or we can make stand. So we will be doing something in parallel with actually planking. So let me, yes, I have this camera. And before we will start, I want to make a small announcement. Since on previous live stream we were discussing what to choose for the next build on live streams, and something where we can practice single layer planking, actually planking not just with like here with sheets, but with actual planks, so strips which will imitate planking. And because it is the most difficult to do when you have a single layer, or you have to plank on frames or bulkheads, depends what type of kit and or what design. So we were discussing what to choose for practicing, and on the another poll on my channel, it looks like that votes practically 50-50 between gunboat Philadelphia and between Mayflower. But in the comments, the discussion is practically about Philadelphia gunboat. And the explanation probably is that people just are voting for the famous model without even reading what is this vote about. And that's why probably so actively were discussed only gunboat Philadelphia, and a couple of comments were with different models. But some of them are complicated with superstructures, which is interesting to build, but not what we need right now. So we can discuss it for the next build, like steamboat, riverboat. I don't remember what was the name of the model. But exactly, passenger boat, it's not very easy to build whole because it's nothing actually to build, a few planks and that's it. But with huge superstructures, which will take a lot of time to build. Or another suggestion was, which I actually liked, it was a whaling boat in big scale, but to build that one, it will be much more difficult. And that's why I'm constantly saying that if you're thinking to start and to try your skills in ship modeling, don't choose the small live boat, for example, because it is much more difficult to build that one than, for example, Mayflower. And I just want to prove you that, so we can discuss how about to choose that whaling boat. It's also model shipways in 1:12 or 1:16 scale, don't remember, but it is very detailed. Practically, you are building it like from scratch. The only difference is that you don't need all that power tools because all planks, strips are already cut for you, so you just need to build it in a way like it is from scratch, because each detail is there. So it's very interesting, but difficult and complicated. So we were discussing Philadelphia because this is the most reasonable choice. We will practice our planking, not many planks, a couple of strips on, I believe 3 or 4 on each side, and flat bottom. So just enough to practice, and it is very fast to finish because one single mast. And even interesting because we will have 3 guns there, so we will learn how to rig guns without huge quantity, like for example on Victory model 104 guns. So just enough to practice this too, and then we can discuss for the next group build or just build on lives something bigger, because if we will build this Philadelphia, and if we will choose to build also that whaling boat, so then you can build everything what you can or what you would like to build, because after that practice nothing will be impossible for you. And why I'm talking about this now, because yesterday I got advertisement from Model Shipways. They have a discount right now, and it will be a couple of days more, 49% on everything. So I will not start the next build until May probably, or beginning of May, but you can save money right now if you want to participate in a group build, because this is what the most comments are about. So we will make another group build. I want to show you this. Let me show you full screen. And I open, yeah, so as you can see, right now this kit costs only $152.99. So just perfect time to save money. And we will start building it somewhere in May. Even if I will not finish Lobster Smack, we can start building it in parallel. And just want to show you also, I found the book which I want to purchase together with this kit, because this is research on which this model based, so that's why I like it the most. It's historically accurate model, so you will build a historically accurate model which you can really display even in the museum, because this is it is really just, we have a real shipwreck, we have answers on all possible questions, we can find them in this book, of course. So I will buy it, I can share with you what is inside this book. And let me show you also this poll. So we have for group build 27% and just for build on broadcast 17, so this is 44 total. And lots of votes for Mayflower, 48%. But if we will check all this discussion, it is practically 80% about Philadelphia and why it is better to build Philadelphia than Mayflower. Yeah, Mayflower is a very long-term project. It's easy to build, but it will take a lot of time to build it and to finish it. So let me go back to this. And we can start building finally this little model. So drop me in the comments what do you think about next group build with Philadelphia, because I think that I probably will change the name on Facebook of that group which we have right now about Lobster Smack, because who is still building Lobster Smack, I can continue chatting and supporting and building, and when we will start the next build, I just will add more participants in the group, and we can chat about this two parallel or next for Philadelphia's build. So we will still be in touch, and just bigger quantity of participants will appear. So thank you, NoGo. I hope that my experience will help in this case, because it seems to be that actually it was a couple of comments with explanation why is Mayflower getting so many votes, and it's really probably true. People who are just passing through YouTube, oh, it's poll, I will vote, I like Mayflower, so I just will put my vote for this one, and that's why probably no comments about it. I believe only 2 comments were under this poll that people really like to build Mayflower. And the rest of comments, like more reasonable to build Philadelphia, faster to finish, and just enough amount of work where we can learn. So I think Philadelphia it is. So I took this responsibility and made the final decision. So it will be Philadelphia at the beginning of May. And just I did this announcement right now, so early, just because that huge discount is right now, and you just can save money and buy it, purchase it now. So let's finally finish this planking. Oh, this one's stuck. Actually, probably in the end of this live stream, I will drop some links where to buy the Philadelphia model in the description under the video, so you can easily find it. I was very generous with glue. Now it's dried right here and it's very difficult to cut. So probably I will sand it more than cut it. Yeah, Model Expo has this huge discount, I believe, on everything. So even if you are not planning to build this gunboat with me, just maybe you were dreaming about something what you would like to build, so it's just perfect time to buy it. And this discount will be a couple of days more only, like to February 16 or 17. So we have a few days, today, tomorrow, and I think that's it. Congratulations, Mark! So we are building together already. For the sale, I already said it somewhere, but probably not in the proper video, that I will use that cloth which we have in the kit just to show you how to make sails. And I want to use the techniques where you don't have to sew them actually. So I will show you how to make them in easier way, but they will look also reasonable and good. But I will show on my model, I will use exactly the same technique which I used for the day sailor, and I will sew them on the sewing machine. So I will show you practically two techniques. I will make one sail, like for example main sail from the textile in the kit, and I will show you jib, what technique I will use. So second sail I just will make behind the scene, so I will not repeat the same and will not stretch this live streams. So I will show you two different techniques, how to use textile which you have in this kit and how to sew them if you have want to make something more realistic, more historically accurate, because I will make it with bolt rope inside, and so just exactly the same technique which I used for the day sailor. And for the textile from the kit, I will use just acrylic paints, like I have somewhere very beautiful color. I hope I have. Yes, it's named Milk Chocolate. This is just cheap paint from Walmart, I believe. I bought it in Walmart or in Michael's. And this is very just color. When you will dilute it with water a little, you can get just proper shade on the sails. So I will use this just acrylic paint for tinting the sails. So this is just a spoiler what we will do. Or maybe I will start working on the cloth today. We'll see how this planking goes. For the future, we can also build a Mayflower, just it will be not like for a couple of months build. And I think that for the gunboat, we will need something like 5-6 months probably, because it's still big model. It's in big scale, but it's very convenient. But exactly for planking on the whole, I will show you literally each strip, how to bend, how to glue. And it is very detailed model, so it will be very interesting to build. And as I am a fan of historically accurate models, so I'm just delighted to get another one where I will have some questions for sure, but I have huge quantity of information. Even if that is not enough, we just can go to the museum. Maybe I can ask Dr. Batchvarov to go to the museum and visit the Philadelphia gunboat alive on the exhibition. And right now he will ignore me. And he will not allow me to drive alone such a long trip, because I just got my driver's license and I'm just like driving around, but I'm afraid to go on the highway still. Alone, I mean. Congratulations, John! So already 3 boats together with mine. And I also asked this question in the group on Facebook, but I haven't checked it today yet. So if all participants who already are in this group on Facebook with the group build of Lobster Smack, are you okay to grow this group? So we will add more participants from the next build. And just when I will change the name of the group, like probably just group builds on live streaming or something, or together with me. I mean, I will name it together with Olha Batchvarov, of course. But something I need to change, and just we will grow this group. It will become bigger and bigger every time when we have a new group build. I just don't want to upset the rest of viewers of this channel why I'm not adding everybody just to watch. Just because I'm answering each comment and it takes a lot of time. Not that I don't want to answer, just when we are discussing only one that model which we are building, it's much easier, and I can give my attention to every modeler who is struggling with this one. But I know when I will add everybody wants to share their models, and I know that they are good. Doesn't matter how long are you building models, a couple of years or 10, 20 years. This is something where you put your effort into it, and it is already good. So you are spending your time in just in proper direction. But I just want to give this attention to people who are just starting and building it together with me, because I really can help with the same model in which I am also sticking my nose, and I just can give proper advice to build it. So don't be upset that I'm not adding everybody, only participants. But I just really want to make it like online course and really just to teach who is doing the same model. For 2 years ago, nice. So now I need to go and see that museum. I'm asking about this trip Dr. Batchvarov already at least more than a year actually. Just let's go. And it's like, yeah, we will go one day. So I'm waiting that one day. Now I have a very good reason to go. I want to build the Philadelphia gunboat. Oh, congratulations. Earl Gixer. I don't know how, it's a nickname probably. I don't know what is your real name. So 4 models. Okay, I will wait until October. It's not much to wait, a little less than a year. I waited already more than a year, so... Arrow, oh. Okay, I think I can send the rest. Oh, congratulations, Douglas! 5 models. So it will be a big company again with a group build. And I think that Philadelphia is actually much more interesting to build. Oh, just scratch my kill. I need to use for this scratch. Putty later. Yeah, this is. I like to work with basswood. It's elastic, so that was. Actually, I was pleasantly surprised that it is possible to bend and do something like this with sheets, but it's also very easy to damage, like just to smash it with something. So you can't clamp anything, or can't use strong clamps, or you have to use some additional wood when you are clamping something, so you will not damage actually the model. Who put such huge quantity of glue here? You can see it probably. And when you are sanding PVA, it gets warm and sticky to the sandpaper, so I will not sand it to the end from the first try. Also here in the bowl. Not convenient. Not visible. Okay, like this. Oh, my camera did this trick. Excuse me for a moment. Actually, I can take it closer, probably. Also, actually, this is the same way how you can remove like scratches. Like even, for example, I will make scratch where it is visible in focus, right here. So just I will make scratch. You see, Probably not really visible. Let me make one more. Just scratch. If I will apply water and will hit it with soldering iron or plank bender, they will disappear. Just when you scratch something accidentally, and this is also working for pear, for boxwood, so just such scratches. Sometimes it happens accidentally, you just can remove them. So let me show you this trick also when I finish sanding this. Just not convenient to show you this also. Oh, finally I found a convenient spot. Actually, I'm watching the video on the screen, what I'm doing, because I can't see what is going on there. This is what happened with me day before yesterday. I was editing full build log video with the day sailor, and I noticed that while I was building it, exactly because I can't see what is going on in front of me, and I was just trying to put the rope inside the block, and I did it in 2 blocks, wrong direction. So you know that block has inside this sheave, and just to make it work, you have to actually put your rope behind the sheave to pull it. And I put it in front of it in 2 blocks. So this is my confess. I will take that model back on my table. I just will remove, unglue from the in reverse end of the rope, and just will insert it inside the blocks properly. But I noticed that when I was editing video on the big screen. Okay, what I'm cutting, probably too much. Just stick my scalpel in wrong place. Looks like it. I have to build my flower, as it is so popular and so the most wished model on my channel. Probably just have to build it. Maybe after this group build, and maybe we can make the more difficult tiny whaling boat for getting more skills, and then we can build literally everything. Why not Mayflower? Just it will be a long-term group build, or just live streams. Just when I started this live streams, I'm getting sort of vacation from my builds, restorations. I'm just enjoying chatting with you and building something together with you, and we can chat, we can ask questions. I'm like on day off today, so I'm just enjoying this. This is what happened every time when you are converting your hobby into a job. It becomes so boring, like I have to do something today. I have to sew in sails 10, 12 hours a day because they are so huge on the Boreas. But today I just have a day off. I'm enjoying this small boat on group build together with you, because after this live stream I will go to Facebook and will check what you have done during the week, or what you have built parallel with me on this live stream, or just to discuss next group build. And I know all the reasons about Mayflower. Dr. Batchvarov published previous Sunday, I believe, video about Mayflower. Yeah, because we actually are not building that Mayflower on which pilgrims arrived to to future United States, but we are building Baker's Mayflower too. He designed that ship, like how could look such type of vessel as Mayflower. So we are actually building, and all kids are building this Mayflower too, Baker's version. And this is true. But that's why I'm saying that I prefer historically accurate models, real ones, like Philadelphia. Just trying to create flat surface here because we need to insert a piece of wood. Who put such huge quantity of glue here? Good enough. Now, before I will glue these blocks, I want to check if I can insert the mast here. So I need to find it. Actually, it is probably the biggest one. Oh, we have one around it. Probably this is the mast. Let me check in the instructions what we have here. Yeah, I also was thinking about homework because only on group, like on lives Mayflower, it is around 3,000 hours to build, especially if I want to make sails, because the model is without sails, but I prefer models with sails. So the way how I want to improve that kit, I just compare its amount of work to the Karak which I built a few years ago, and it was 3,000 years. Oh, 3,000 hours, so Mayflower will be plus minus the same, and because it is in smaller scale, so it is more complicated. Oh, try to check on Amazon. Amazon has model shipways kits too. If it is available for you to deliver and buy it from Amazon, probably you can find this gunboat on the Amazon. I believe even European Amazon can get stuff from United States. Okay, mast. So this is the mast. Okay, let me try it. And I need to send it somewhere, and I know even where. It is very not really proper size, so I need to shape it a little. I have this file, one side is flat, one is rounded, so just perfect for this. Still need to send it somewhere more. Okay, let me pull it out. Better to do it now, when you have access also from the sides. But I think this is this radius which I need to make it a little bigger. Mayflower is complicated because it is painted also in different colors, and you have to make layers. So that painting will take around 3 months. And it is technologically built it easier than, for example, Philadelphia or any kind of lifeboats, because you have a bigger radius to bend your plank in, and this is the most difficult. You have bigger space to work with details, even if it is in such small scale. Just when people are choosing a boat, small boat, whaling boat, to build as a first model because they think that this is a small boat, less quantity of details. Yes, less quantity of details and parts is so faster to build, but more complicated in technological aspect. To bend smaller radius of wood, to work with thinner planks. And quite often kids, I like model ship-based kits because they have a lot of different size of planking, so they are up to scale. But other manufacturers, which are like Amati, Ocre, Coral, all these old manufacturers, they have pretty much standard strips of wood, and quite often that boats are built from that planks and strips which are not up to scale at all, and it is even more difficult to bend them because they are not even scale. That's why it's the most common mistake for every beginner who is trying to choose a small model and then just on the halfway or even less, just abandon it, and it's impossible to build. Yes, it is very difficult to build that lifeboat than, for example, Mayflower. Mayflower just will take bigger quantity of your time, but it is much easier to build from technological aspect. Oh, and Osber, it is a huge model. Yes, I have it on my shelf right now, but just don't have time to build it. I have a book also recently published previous summer 2024, Vibeke Biskhoff. It is with a full research with all details, like size of nails, distance between nails, everything what was on that board, all details which are absent in the kit. So I will make them and will build them from scratch. I just want to make that model also historically accurate. And because I have that fantastic book, I can do that. Just need to spend some time on Osber. And I believe Katisark and all these clippers ships usually are in a very small scale. And the smaller the scale, the more difficult to build too. So what is your scale of Katisark? And yes, the later the period is also more complicated because you have lots of metal parts and details, chains, and different hoops which you have to build from metal, from brass, and it is more complicated and more difficult to do than just wooden ships. Let's try. Tight, but possible. Nice. So now I need to shape these blocks to glue. So nice. I like it. Oh! Better to keep it tight so the mast will stand perfectly vertical. And now I need these blocks. I believe this is left and right, or right and left. Probably something like this. So now I need to mark each one to cut. I don't know who was the owner of the Midwest kits before, because old kit, one of such old kits we have on the group build on Facebook, and actually these planking sheets also are made out of balsa. So I don't know who was the previous owner, if anybody knows. Okay. Just pure curiosity. Actually, it doesn't matter if you will make a rounded or squarish gap here. It will hold the mast in proper position. Just you have to make it proper depth. Let me do the same with the second block. No, this side. Yep, this side. Because what I understood that Midwest was recently bought by Model Shipways or Model Expo, and they updated all their kits, so everything become wood. Bulkheads, keel, everything is basswood, no plywood at all. And what I understood that also previous owner of Midwest kits, they were like using more balsa, like balsa sheets, etc. And now it's everything become basswood. And I have seen on ship modelers shows models which were built like very long time ago, 10 years ago or so, that Midwest had also very interesting big models, power boats, etc., or a lot of actually steamers. So I'm curious if Model Shipways will update all in this series. Oh, my kitten is sleeping so sweetly. Put his head on the paw and sleeping in front of me. He will come and ask his lunch around 12, so he will remind me that it's time to finish the broadcast. No, probably made a mistake with angle here. It's actually much easier just to bend it, to press something heavy, and you will get proper shape. I just want to try it now with the mast. So just with all this created. Or I can insert this first because it's stiff or tight. And now I can try this. Just perfect. So now we can glue it. Okay, let's glue it. Just without mast. Where is my PVA glue? So I don't know what it was before, but I like it now. Maybe I can clean a little more to get this flat surface also. Oh, good job. Good scratch. So let me glue these two pieces and I will show you the trick how to remove scratches with soldering iron. Don't know about this tip one, but some sort of like these scratches it will remove. I think it's visible. I made a few already. And this is what I like about wooden models. You can remove scratches on just wooden model, but when it is painted and you made some scratch, you have to repaint entire surface. That is really, oops! Probably that's why I like older periods, less paint, pleasure to work with wood. Something more to sand right here or to cut. Brush and water for the glue. Now let's glue it. Oh, I just got a piece of wood in my glue. I believe it's visible. Good. don't want to apply close to this gap for the mast, so it will not leak and will not create additional inconvenience to insert the mast. But I will apply glue on both surfaces. On the block, which one? Not this one, this one, and on the model. Actually, soft wood, better to apply both halves or both parts glue because it soaks inside a lot of glue. When it's hardwood, I mean stiff wood, it's enough just one thin layer of glue on one part. And I can use 7 pins again to secure it. Hey, better not to bend it. Something like this. Now second side. And where is wooden block? Properly hidden. And I will need a few more 7 pins. So now it should dry. Let's deal with this. And I will use, this is that sheet, I think this is bottom one, so I will cut small piece to fill this gap. Big it is, and where is my caliper? Of course, it's very far. I need, how long I need? Like 28 millimeters. Actually, it depends. If you're gluing something flat, like right now I'm doing this, it's enough sometimes 20 up to 40 minutes to clamp, and then you can work with your part, but preferably not to sand and press like something what you can do and shift this part in detail, so better not to do that. And complete dry usually up to 24 hours, so if you want to sand it, better to wait in these 24 hours. And if you are using PVA glue for planking, then you have to wait all these 24 hours to complete dry before you will unclamp it. Usually I'm clamping 10-12 hours, it's enough, but in more complicated places I'm clamping it for 24 hours, because that pressure which plank, it's bent and it wants to get back into its shape, so it will just rip off that glue. So when you're using PVA for planking, better to wait it, or at least clamp it minimum 10-12 hours. Like here, yeah, it's enough just 20 minutes to clamp it. Okay, now I need to make it its proper size. I will shape this angle first. Good. It should be this. Can't see what I need to cut in the end. Somewhere here. T-pins, I need to search for it. What is this T-pins? Or you mean that pins for clamping some notes on board? Yeah, I have them too. Just I like this long 7 pins. I have this, I believe, let me show you. You are talking probably about these ones. I just don't know proper name for them. I just have this shape. It's convenient when it's rounded and not flat. They are not breaking easily, because even that one with a flat surface, they can crack, especially if you will use hammer. Oh, congratulations, Ron! So this is model number 5? Oh, no, 6. I believe it's already 6 models. Just when you are using such pins, especially with that flat surface, better to apply a piece of wood under it, because they can, especially such soft basswood, you can make huge smashes and big traces where you have used them. So better to make some clamps with wooden, like, again I will show you this. So I'm using such leftovers or cuts off from planks, and then this pin. So this is how you will not damage your planking. And this is exactly the same height which is your plank, so you will not damage your plank and will press it exactly to the proper height. Like T, I don't know. I just really don't know what is this T-pins. I will search them on Amazon after this live stream. almost proper size. Or actually it is a proper size. Just slight sanding. A little more. Something like this. Okay, just really I will search for them, don't know what is this. We'll check on them. I need a drop of glue. Right here, probably I will use a small clamp. This one or this one. If I can get to this one. Yes, I can. But just not to damage the deck, I will use just additional piece of wood. No, I can use just this one. I have these long clamps. So I believe the model should, and I just glue my clamp into a glue. Good job. Properly. And here. This is how it should dry. Okay, so this is here and this is here, and I will put it aside to dry. Let me clean this mess, this dust, and I have a question. What would you like me to do now? Would you like me to make stand or some small parts, or start working on the spars, or should I start preparing clothes for the sails? Because in the group build on Facebook, I have already a completely painted model and ready to be installed for spars and for sails. So we can start working on the cloth. These long clamps, they have a brand. Wolfcraft. This is from Germany, and I have under the video link tools which I'm using or something, tools and materials in the description under this video, so you can get all that list of tools which I'm using. I'm buying them from Amazon. As this is begun from COVID, when I just moved to the United States and COVID came, so I was buying everything on Amazon. So everything what you are seeing in these videos, mostly 80% of these tools I bought on Amazon. So I have created a list shop or shopping list, and you just can pick and choose what you need. Exactly same tools which I'm using in the videos. But what I have noticed, I have two such cutters. First one, I bought this one, and it was so perfect, fantastic. I can cut wood. It was just perfect cut until I used them on the steel wire, and I just made these traces from, just destroyed them. So I ordered, repeat the order, purchase one more time, and I ordered these ones. Look like the same, but they can't cut exactly same quality. You can see even the shape is different. I don't know how much is visible. This one, you see it's wider here, thicker part, and this is much thinner, more elegant. So it's written, even this is Egan, and with number, actually it's the same number, everything's the same, but they are different shape. Even you can see the difference in the shape. Let me show you in focus. So, and this is from same seller. Two different cutters. Looks like similar, but they are different. Yeah, it's Wolfcraft clamps, yes. And they have even bigger and longer and stronger. Sometimes they are very useful. They are on the expensive side, but that was worth 20 bucks, which I have spent on the two clamps. Sometimes nothing can help and hold it, only the two clamps. So let me clean this. So what are we doing now? We have 50 minutes, so we can start working on cloth, or we can start working on spars. What would you like to see? Sails, please. I'm not sure that I will make them today. I don't have all parts which I need, but I can prepare cloth. And because I will show you how to color it with acrylic paint. And yes, that is true. Never enough clamps. So, what we have here, this is the cloth from it. And as I said, I will make my sails from this very thin. This is Turkish poplin. This is summer cloth. It's transparent even. You can see through it. If I will make darker, probably it will be visible. You can see this even lines from the cutting mat. But this cloth from the kit, just very convenient to use this technique which I want to show you. It is thicker. I'm not sure that it is the same transparent. Yeah, you also can see through it. But it is much thicker, and you can see this texture. It is visible on the camera now, when you can't see actually this texture. It's very smooth, and it's also stretch textile. That's how I'm imitating filled sails with air and getting the wrinkles when I'm filling it with air. But since I promised you to show this one, let me move camera further so you can see it better, and I want to iron it first. So I will turn on my iron and will move camera. Oh, spar. One vote for cloth, one vote for spar. So tomorrow we can start making spars also. But for the sails it will be a couple of episodes, so let's spread them with everything else so it will not be so boring to watch sails only. I will need this. Oh, good job, that was charger for my laptop. Oh, how interesting. It fell into pieces. And I need to use something for ironing. Just don't want to burn my cutting mat. Of course I can't turn on recording from this place. No water. Oh, not good. Just don't like these wrinkles. And they are not disappearing. Good enough. And I will need Gutermann threads. They are thin and strong, so I like them very much so, although the last time I ordered them it was $8 for 100 meters or 110 yards. I have no choice, but they are not fluffy, you don't have that lint hair on them, very convenient to sew, very thin and strong. I will need drones with sails. Is it visible? Oh, nice, it's visible. So actually I just want to position close right now in that way that I can cut sail. I will turn the drawing and I will glue the drawing with masking tape. Wait for the poplin. No, unfortunately no. This is summer shirts fabric because poplin can be very different. Like it can be like heavy silk, that wet silk we name it. But it is also has lot different. Like it can be 100% cotton, but mine is 60% stretch. That's why it's possible to stretch it one direction and another it's not stretching at all. And that's why I like it. So it has so many different variations that I'm usually choosing it at store. I couldn't find it on Amazon. I would press a link, of course. Just is impossible to find. I tried a few times, just spent money, and that was not what I was looking for. And I was trying to search it in local stores like Michael's and Hobby Lobby. Couldn't find it there too. So it should be just a professional store only with textiles. And I just couldn't find it here, anything like that, and I bought mine in Ukraine. Okay. Good. This one, okay, this textile also a little, this direction it's not stretching, but this direction it is, well, maybe the same, so it's not that much stretching. No. Although probably this direction less stretchy and this one just slight stretching. So I will put that it stretch more in this direction, so I will put it in between these clothes on the sail. And I just want to position, so you see this, it's parallel to the these yarns or texture on the sails. Because, now let me explain what I will do. I will pull 2 yarns or probably 1, and second when I will pull, I will try to dig inside or insert inside this yarn, Gutermann. It's a little slight color, different color, thicker yarn, so it will be texture different with different color, which imitate these seams of clothes. So let's do it. Let me pull out. I need probably 7 pin. To make it easier to pull yarns out, I will pull a few from the very end, just to make it longer tails. It's more convenient than to grab. No, I don't want to rip it. I just want to create intentionally. Come on, just a few more. So you see this longer, just a few more because it's not proper cut. So I just need a few more to make it more convenient. I will remove glue just in case, so I will not glue my clothes into it. Sanding block and another sandpaper and another sanding block. So, and I want to pull first. Right now it's very convenient to have nails. This is what I'm quite often asked, if it is convenient to work with nails. Sometimes they are the best tools which you have. Probably I will move farther because it's not also proper straight cut. Now this is play with yarns. We need to pull it. Oh, this is a kit cloth I'm using right now. So I will show you how to make sails from this cloth in the kit, but I will make mine in the same way as I did for the day sailor. And this kit cloth I want to show you how to make sails without actually sewing them, without sewing machine. Because not everybody has sewing machine and not everybody can sew it. Sometimes I know modelers are using their wife's help, but what if she can't help? You can do it on your own without sewing machine. Just don't rush to pull these yarns. It's sort of meditation. Actually, I did it also. Oh, I just ripped this one, but it is visible to pull it from another end. I need a needle probably. Such small tiny tail. Not completely ripped, so it's not that strong yarns. So I'm thinking about to pull only one and second one used to pull the inside that Gutermann thread, or maybe I need to pull two and third one will pull inside the thread, so I can experiment. Let's try to do this now. Where I have put my needle. So I will make a knot with the Gutermann yarn and with that yarn from the cloth. Just will make it a little longer. Second one will be much easier to pull, but more difficult because it will be with another yarn. Let's see if it will not be too big knot. Because now I need to pull it from another side just to create a longer Where is the needle? Ah, it's right here. It's not that big knot. You should get inside. Sometimes it's necessary to pull first 2 yarns and then third one will pull inside. So probably this is what I will do because it's too difficult. Too big knot, yeah. But not that impossible. Or I need to make a different knot. What if I will make just a flat knot because it's stuck? How about now? Oh, it's better. So let me pull a few yarns and I will show you closer what knot I used. So now it's inserting, it's inside. So good, just perfect. So I'm pulling out this yarn from the cloth, and instead of that one white, I'm inserting this one. Don't use too contrast yarn because it will be just very eye-poking, not what I would like to see on the very big scale model. On real sales, you can barely see the seams. It's visible that it is from different cloths, but it is not very contrast color. Am I recording this or not on my camera? Just need to check it. I think it's visible from far that it's darker color. And this is from this yarn. Let me check my camera and I will make next one. So what we have between these 20 millimeters? No, 19 and a half. Okay. I will start with this side. Needle. You can use tweezers also instead of fingernails. This is all-purpose Gutermann 100% polyester color number 797. This is just my favorite color, and you can find lots of Gutermann on Amazon with a reasonable price, but this color, they are delivering it from Europe, so probably from Germany directly, because it is made in Germany. Sometimes I can find in Michael's Gutermann threads, but not this color too. Yes, that is correct, Scott. So just when I'm removing first yarn or strength, I'm creating space. When I'm pulling already second one, it is wider already, and you can pull that Gutermann yarn because it is also that knot which can stack. So when you created a bigger space, it's easier to do because you can't do it right immediately, pulling first strings together with a Gutermann yarn. Sometimes I need to pull out two yarns or strings before I can pull in something different. For example, if you have thicker yarn, not this thin one, so you definitely have to pull out two strings from the cloth. So, just ripped this one. And yeah, in this cloth from the kit, these strings or yarns, they are not very strong, so be careful. Don't rush. So, I don't know how much visible from the far. This is where I insert the Gutermann thread, and this one where I just pulled out one string. Just sort of visible traces. So now when I start pulling out next yarn, where is my needle? I will tighten it. We'll make a knot, two flat knots with Gutermann yarn. I don't know, yarn or strings proper term for this. Yarn, this is more like for knitting probably. Now I will start again from this end. And it's much easier to pull second one, but more complicated because you have to pull that Gutermann thread. How to pronounce it? When it stuck and it is not moving, just pull back slightly because somewhere that knot got stuck, and then you can continue forward. It's right here, and now I will try to pull it. Yay! Second one. So this is white one from the cloth. Oh, it's not completely white, beige. And I just insert this one. So I need to cut it. So this is the plan. To the end of this broadcast, I want to create this imitation of seams or cloth. And it's just as it is right here size. So I will finish it today. I don't know, probably I will need a couple of hours to do it. But actually I like to do this. First time when these tricks were shown in the school, my mom did it to me. She was pulling these yarns and creating it was a napkin sort of. I just remember this, and I hated to do this. And later I was so just, oh, it's so interesting. I would like to do that. And now it's just proper skills for the sail making. So they are teaching something good in school. Actually, I can use this to pull out next thread. Oh, I wanted to show you close up with this one. Okay, let me make this one still like this, and next one I will make close up to show you how I'm pulling out first yarn, how I'm tightening the knot. Sorry, just forgot. Oh, there is another technique. When, for example, you can paint half of the cloth with the paint, and when you are pulling your yarns, so you are pulling that colored yarn, so it is easier than with this one. But because in this kit we don't have enough textile, I'm inserting this yarn. But I have shown this technique with half painted cloth, I believe, on the shallop. You can check it. Very similar. You just need to have a bigger piece of cloth, twice size which you need for the sails, because you are actually you are throwing away that half from which you pulled colored strand. This one, this is a Lobster Smack, Muscongus Bay Lobster Smack. Yes, Midwest kit. Oh, just ripped it off. And what it is here. And yes, this technique is suitable when you have sails with all this parallel cloth, like on this one. On the day sailor it was like separated here and was different direction, so it is not suitable for that one. Still not impossible, you can put together two halves. You just have to try it. It's interesting, really, to pull one yarn and then you have to pull a different one with different color. It's funny, actually. You can practice your patience. Probably I will pull it from another end because where is this? It is somewhere here. Just in the middle of the way, that yarn become very weak and it is ripping off the tail, just pushing small piece and that's it. That's why I switched to another end. So yeah, sounds very good when you can make sails without actually sewing them. But it's very dangerous when you are watching this, I see. But really, just try it. It's funny to do. So the next one will be with this yarn. Good. Now I will start pulling it from this end. Yeah, with no sails, this is also such, let's say, not type, style. It's very popular also. You are saving lots of time and your models are still good. Three, close. So now let me put camera closer so you can see what I'm doing. Where I shall put this focus. Probably I will mark it on main sail so I can keep it in focus. Because, as I said before, macro lens, this is a very good tool to show you very close what I'm doing, but one step forward, one step back, and everything is out of focus. Or depth of field, proper term. Where's my needle? So now I will measure. I need to measure 19.5 millimeters. I will use it from here. decided to take it too far. Probably too bright. Like this, better. Well, now it began pulling it out. Let's continue. I think this is visible where it's already pulled out. Just broken one. Right here, and I just pulled it out. Now the next one. Visible, good. So I will pull this tail a little longer. Like this, so I can tighten to this end of the thread Gutermann. One flat and the second one, come on, second one flat, not. Scissors. Yeah, he's a very big fan of threads, and he's eating them, so I'm hiding all threads from them, or from him. Okay, now I need to pull from this end. Same thread to which I tightened the Gutermann thread. And now the same. He's peacefully sleeping, and let's be quiet so he will not come and complain and will not ask where is his lunch. Because he can. I believe it's visible where it's moving. It's right here. Just perfect demonstration on this one. Yarn hasn't ripped, so perfect. And I will continue. Mwah. So I made 1, 2, 3, this will be number 4, well actually cloth number 4, but yarn number 5. Yeah, color pencil, this is what is suggested in the kit. But it is visible that it is color pencil. When you have yarn, then it is look like it was sewn. But yes, these kits I like because they have pretty much everything, all details and parts. Yeah, some of them are very simplified, but exactly for this, so everybody can build it. Child can build it, and it's very interesting to build for adults also. So I'm just making your life a little more complicated with this trick. And this is actually says a man who yesterday decided to feed first Imbir and then his wife. So, what can I say? Oh, I just ripped it twice in 2 places. Good job. Now I need to dig out these pieces. Where is it? Right here, 2 parts. Yeah, and I actually like this idea. Just for example, that cloth which I'm using, it's so thin that it is almost impossible to do it. So I can pull yarns on this cloth when I painted half of the cloth, but to pull another absolutely different yarn, much thicker like this one, I need to pull probably 3 strands first, and then I can use this one. And I'm not sure that yarn is strong enough just to pull a completely different one. So not with all clothes it's possible, but with this one from the kit it is possible. Next one. Oh, it's actually 12 already, so let me pull 1 yarn more and then we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, I just got a glitch on my phone. It stopped. Can you see the video? Is it still working? Yeah, it was just glitch. Like it ended broadcast, so I just got scared, like what is going on. Everything is fine, everything is working. So let me pull inside another thread and we can finish it today. Good. Just I'm checking it also on my phone, just if it is everything working, if it is not glitching, etc. And at some point it just frozen, like it was end of the broadcast automatically. So I just got scared what is going on. Not what I wanted. So I need to shorten it a little, or I can dig it out. Yay, another one. So in 15 minutes I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 minutes I'm spending on each cloth. And and probably I need another 3 hours to finish entire piece of textile. And so before I will finish this stream, let me repeat that announcement which I made at the beginning of this live stream, that final decision was made, and for the next build it will be Philadelphia gunboat. And because it is at huge discount right now, the store, Model Shipways, or Model Expo actually, this store has right now 49% discount on everything. So even if you will not build this Philadelphia gunboat with me, but maybe you wanted to buy something from their store, it's just perfect time. And that discount is not very long last. It will end up, I believe, in 2 days, like 16th or 17th. So just if you want to participate in the next group build, it will start in May, but you just can save money and buy this kit now. Let me show you one more time this website. So let me share my screen. Where is my screen? Full screen. And this is about what I'm talking about. So this one is for the next group build. And it was between Mayflower and Philadelphia gunboat boats, but discussion was actually mostly only about the Philadelphia boat. This is the proper size and proper amount of work, and it is also interesting. We can practice not only planking or single layer planking, we can also practice how to rig the guns. And right now, and it is also in scale 1:24, and I like this one because I have already a bunch of models in this scale, and I just like to put same scale models in one place so I can compare them, how they look like, etc., etc. So just to repeat for those of you who hasn't been present at the beginning, and I believe 5 models or 6 models I counted. I will check this chat. So together with mine, it is already 5 or 6 models will be in the next group build with this Philadelphia gunboat. So I'm very happy if I helped you with purchasing at a cheaper price this boat. And see you tomorrow with this Lobster Smack. I don't know what we will do. Probably we can fire completely the hull and apply some putty to shape it. And we need to glue also some parts before painting. So let me think about what I will do tomorrow. Probably we can prepare it for painting. But although it's also the structures on the deck, they are also painted, so maybe I need to glue them, and just so I can prime entire model, and then with masking taping I can paint it. So let me check the instructions and I will come up with a plan of what we will do tomorrow. So then have a nice day, rest of your day, or nice evening, depends from which part of the world you are watching, and see you tomorrow at the same time with a Lobster Smack. Oh, what special sound effect? Did I make an awful noises here? So I hope you enjoyed this today's live stream, and then see you tomorrow, guys. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Martin. So then, bye. See you tomorrow.